Hi, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Got my 94 Dodge in again, so we got a fuel leak here. So what I found, there's been a couple of splices up from the fuel tank. I kind of figured that'd be interesting for you. I figured I'd bring you along. I got a kit. We're going to replace, let me show you that, actually. A little more showing than telling, I guess. Get that camera off of here. So, go up with this a bit. Okay, so there's pieces right there. Basically up here, there's a stub. Let me get out of the way. All right, so right there's a piece of fuel line hanging out of the top of the fuel tank there. So that's the fitting for it. So we've got it, and so going underneath of here, we've got fuel filter, and there's a piece of hard line. That's the way it actually comes from the factory. So there's a piece of, let me put that light back here so I don't have to hold it too. There's a piece of hard line there, and there's some soft line here which is decayed. This is about the rupture as well. And you peel stuff off of it. Same on the other side. So I'm going to try to get this here straightened up a little bit. I'm sorry, didn't even have a camera pointed at it. We'll clean this up, we'll straighten it up, and I'm going to use my flare tool to put some kind of flare on this, and see if we can adapt to a professional fuel line, piece of fuel line that we can run along the rail and on top of the tank. Tank on this is pretty small, so shouldn't be a big deal there, I don't guess. I'm going to bring you all along. I figured that'd be interesting. I don't think I've got a video showing something like that. Well, matter of fact, now think about it, I know I don't. Just don't have anything like that on the channel yet, so we'll go ahead and do that. So kind of should go without saying that working on something like this age, you know, you got to be careful. Taking stuff apart, you know, that's how stuff gets broken. Of course, the customer wants to hang on to the truck for a little while longer. Don't blame him there. I just gotta undo some stuff. I don't know that I gotta drop the tank, but I will look at that, and we'll just have to see. So go ahead and heat your strap bolts. Heat the heck out of them with the torch. Just kidding. Probably not even funny. Just two straps holding the tank. Spray them down a little bit. Actually, they don't look too bad. Sometimes that's just the way it goes. I mean, sometimes that old stuff here, better than the new stuff. This really doesn't look that bad. It doesn't look like it's going to give us a whole lot of problem. I hope not anyway. We'll find out. I'll put a little bit of liquid wrench on it, whatever you got, anything. Let me pause that camera off for just a second. I got to clear my mess off my cart. I hadn't done that yet from the last job. So I got us a ratchet. I got us an extension. Well, it don't matter what size it is, the 15, but plate and the shield should come off fairly easily. I'm going to move the camera back a little bit. See if you can still see. Somewhat in that neighborhood. Got to get a bar in there. Strap number one. So that won't, that will not yet twist out of there. Should be able to get our shield out of the way. I wouldn't have a gas tank set. I wouldn't have it. Alright, so shield out of the way. I just noticed I'm gonna talk to him about replacing that muffler right there, because I've noticed. Yeah, you should be able to see that, I think. Got black here, and that's going against that heat shield. Myself, I'm not a friend of that. You know, if we have a leak here in the exhaust that blows right against that tank, yeah, we'll talk to him about maybe fixing that. I don't know how good I like that. So now I'm gonna carefully let off of it. It's gonna be hard for you to see. The way I drop the tank, right there is the fittings. I'll get you a shot at that. Right there are the fittings, so not too big of a deal. I've already loosened them up a while ago. So I'll have to be careful lowering it down. We don't want to, how you say, we don't want to break anything. Whoops, trip on my own feet. Stand on this maybe. It's all fairly loose, so down right there. And he just so happens to have a full tank of gas too. Well, that's okay. No big deal there. I'm gonna take the camera out of here. I'm gonna pause you up just for a second. I'm gonna move you over here to the side, then I'm gonna pause you up. Heck, I guess I could leave it running. It don't matter. Nothing. Just better not do that. I'm going to try to get it out. This is the filler neck right here, obviously. Like I said, this just sits in a grommet. We'll go back together with it. We'll see what that looks like. See if there's anything we can do with that. I don't think we're going to stretch anything right at the moment. No, everything is still pliable, loose. Electrical connection is starting to get tight, so you got to be careful with the electrical connection. I want to make sure that we don't stress that part of it. Bring that vehicle back down. Get that lowered a little bit so I can see a little bit better. Wonderful. They did, somebody did a little bit of work right there. Not going to be mean about it. As old as it is, not too bad. Okay. So, we got it to that part right there. I am waiting on some fittings, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some rubber treatment on this as well, and see if we can get this a little bit more pliable. It doesn't feel that bad. I'm going to put some rubber treatment on it. I got a little bit of talcum spray somewhere. Hopefully make that a little bit more pliable, and then we'll grease it when we'll put this thing back together. I have to unhook trying to unhook the fuel lines right now. To splice into those high pressure fuel lines it's a terrible idea, guys. That's right, exactly where it was leaking. It's been spliced twice already, so it's a terrible idea. You know, if you're not able to fix it, have it fixed. You know, that's the easiest way to do it. Get that screen flipped around. They broke it as well. It's been broke before. This is one of these locking type fittings. You just pull up on it and squeeze out, and that locks the whole assembly in place. Pretty straightforward, the whole thing is. I think my Dorman kit, it's a Dorman kit. Yes, it's 800-300. It should have these fittings on it, and it'll come with the 5/16 hose, and that's what we're going to use. And we'll see about making some fittings for the other side, like I said. So got one off, one to go. That is the return that I just unclipped. It's obviously that our supply line was leaking. Well, I say it's obvious, not obvious. Damnest thing. 17 below the other day. Now it's been over 60 degrees today outside, and here I just saw a friggin' mosquito. Out of all the things in the world. I was fixing to say one of them should just be, well, a vacuum line, and it is. So, what is that part of it? So carefully let down the rest of the tank the rest of the way, I should say. Of course, tank being off, we'll throw that on the workbench up here, and since I have a workbench now, I was able to clean up today. It's so nice outside. We'll throw that on the workbench, and oh my, there's been some repairs done to these wires. I'm not 100% about that. I guess that's not. I will have a look at that, because I hate something that happened to that wiring when I messed with it, and then I have to do this job over again because fuel pump don't work. We're gonna set it on my workbench right there and get everything cleaned up. I will say this already, having used it, I think I showed in a video, well, I don't know that I did. I finally opted to spend the money. This is a Milwaukee hood light, bracket and all, the whole assembly, and I must say, I'm not disappointed with it. I'm actually glad that I actually spent the money on it, because it does work rather well. I mean, it's kind of nice. You see, I just turned it on, clamped it right there, and just turn it on, and that thing is pretty bright. Got 2 modes. I was a little bit leery about spending the money, but now that I got it, I'm glad that I did. And that doesn't happen all the time, that I'll say something like that. There's a lot of things that I've bought over the years that after I bought them I thought, well, that was a waste of money. Kind of goes without saying, be careful. That filler neck so you don't accidentally throw all kinds of dirt in there. This actually makes pretty good seal, so not that bad. The filler neck does have a trick ball in it, cannot be replaced with anything but that. My auxiliary heat, so hopefully we won't need that again. Or the expensive propane for that matter. So this is a full tank of gas, like I said. Whoops, a little bit came out of it. So, let me get you up in there. I said, that is a little bit dirty. We are going to go ahead and clean that up. I'm going to get wire brush, rub over the top of it, get a little brush and get some of it brushed off. We'll clean up around the top here, get all that dressed up. So when we go back, ain't going to be nothing or no dirt that we have to worry about falling in or anything like that. So I'm going to pause up the camera. Like I said, there is fittings missing, so I'm going to pause the camera up and we're going to go ahead and knock her off for the night. And we'll turn the camera back on. Hopefully tomorrow finish this tank, this fuel line up. Get you a shot of the Dorman tool and get you a shot of the crimping tool that I'm going to use and show you what I'm going to do. We'll go from there. Almost forgot. Very important. Of course, I'm going to go ahead and clean all this up. I'm going to get that blowed off. I'm going to scrape some of the rust off of there. And we'll blow all this off. That way there's not going to be a chance in the world once we mess around with the gas tank that anything is going to fall anywhere, what I'm trying to say. Here is a shot. Let me turn my screen around so you know you've seen it. This is what the factory did right there. It's a splice. They did that like that. Then it's metal on the bracket over here and it goes into this decayed rubber that I showed you. We're not going to leave that on there, and then that's the same thing over there. Of course, I already showed you that. That's it. I mean, this is the extent of that part, and then of course it goes toward the front with another metal line. But anyway, pretty oily up there, so hopefully not rusted. So go ahead and turn the camera back off, and we'll start again fresh in the morning. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so I got a little bit carried away. I did talk to, I don't know if I mentioned that or not, did talk the customer into exchanging, or not exchanging, changing the muffler. So I went ahead and did that. I mean, we've all seen probably muffler put in. I did go ahead and undo the clips on the frame. See if we can get the camera in there. Let's try lugging that thing around. It's kind of not handy. So let's see. Yeah, let's see. Alright, so I went ahead and cut the line right here, undid this mess right here. You see how bad that rubber hose is right there, but anyway, neither here nor there right now. I'm going to undo the filter. What size that is? Not that size. Ooh, that was right on my head. That's dripping. Go up just a little bit so I don't hit my head. Ah, man. Okay, so this is my section line, and there's only a small section of this that's actually steel. Of course, we're not going to go back with steel. I'm going to try to cut the video a little bit shorter. This is not really a fast thing. You make a mistake, you got to start over. That line, this is the return line here, and I've got to get that one right there. I got to get it straightened out. And I guess I could show you this part. I did clean the tank up. I got a little red grease on there. Let me go ahead and get you here. Is a kit. There's no need me really telling you about it. I did get a little bit carried away. Like I said, there's a Dorman kit. Put the line in there, and that really puts it on there for you. So that be one end that we're going to use. There's item numbers in the kit, so you're able to order back if you use something, which I did. I done replaced the fittings, so I ordered them right along with the muffler last night. So here is the high pressure fuel line. This is what we got. That's what that looks like. I hope the camera picks it up. Anyway, that's your standard connector, and of course I left the fitting laying somewhere. So this is these are the fittings. I'm sure you're all familiar with them, and we'll make sure that we get our flow correctly. As this is going to be the back side, I'm going to use this on the back side of my filter. Flow, of course, going forward from here, and I'm going to run this piece where the metal line is, or was, and run it up to the tank. Now I was very careful to cut the existing hose off the old fitting. It's a little bit different style fitting. I don't know if the other one is going to work on it. This one here is fine. I did not hurt it. Matter of fact, it didn't even scratch it. What I can do is put a little bit of silicone on that also lubricates it. Probably help us go in a little bit easier. But right now I'm gonna have to take this line here and take a real good measurement here where we have to go. Anytime I go anywhere and I see pieces of rubber laying around, I like to pick them up. Picked up these squares of a shipping container. These are excellent, cut up and put around clamps like I'm fixing to on that fuel filter right there. Always good to have that kind of stuff. So I try to always look out for something like that. Pick it up. Then we can wrap that rubber around here, and that should make our clamp grab it a little bit better, I hope. Or not a little bit better, but grab it all together. So I'll have it right there. I'll wrap this rubber around it. I got various thicknesses, so if I needed something else, I'd have had that too. So this is perfect. This will latch onto it perfectly fine. I need to lower the truck down a little bit so I can get on top. That's one of them things, and thou shalt not curse. That's fixing to happen, I think. I did blow the top of the frame off. I did go ahead and do that. Put this back up. Bolt this one back down. Man. Yep, that happens. Okay, so the other one is in this area here. So this is where the other clamp is. Now, I'm trying to leave a little bit of slack right there. I don't know why they built it like that, so I can't answer that for you. So here I'm going to go ahead and get a little bit of electrical tape. That's just to double up on the clamp here, so the clamp don't rub through the, well, this will help not rubbing through the hose. I hope. The clamp's not very big. I guess I should have tried to find a different style clamp so we could have done a little bit something better there, but I think this will be fine. There that goes. Shinsky. Right. Right there in the tape, that ain't too tight. It's not crushing it. I did leave slack in here, so that shouldn't be a problem. And that's very important that I don't, and here we gotta be careful not to cut too much or too little. I think match up the other side, I think will be all right. I can see this being okay. It's okay now. You kind of look at it, basically guess at the stick out here. So it's approximately just a smidge more than the actual fitting, the flare part on the fitting. Now we have the tail. Well, shoot, yeah, I can see that. I got a tail sticking out, and maybe a little bit too much actually. We'll go ahead and put our end piece on it. That's what that driver right there is for. Hope you can see that fine. So we slip that end in here. And I did advertise that I am going to put a little bit of silicone on that. As a matter of fact, put the ultra gray on that. And the reason I'm doing that is because I did scrape over the razor blade. So I'm going to make sure that if there is imperfection in there, make sure that seals. This should help it go on, truth to be known. Now much on there. Too much ain't no good. Get that started on there. Oops. Funny, under the vehicle, can't see nothing. Funny, you got all them lights and you still can't see. Oh man, come on out of there. I'll get you a shot of that in just a second. Matter of fact, I'll show you the kit too. Go ahead and show you that as well, I guess. 2 wing nuts actually would have probably been enough. I could have just used 2, would have been fine. But doesn't matter, it'll be all right. There that is. I'm not done with the tool yet. I needed more time, so I don't know how good that's going to come out. I mean, it's all the way up. That's what the idea was, so I'm going to take the camera out of here. If I get it out, I'm going to pause you up, turn the camera back on in just a minute. What the heck? I guess I had the camera off again. Anyway, again, this is the tool right here we're going to use. I don't know what I filmed, what I didn't film. You'll have to bear with me. This is a little press, hydraulic press, and we make fittings with it in case I didn't say that. Well, I did say it, but you may have not been there to hear it. So anyway, what I was saying earlier is that a lot of the mistakes that people make using that tool is they don't put grease on these dies. You have to grease these dies. That's the most important part of it. This is supposed to be a push connect when it's all said and done. I hope we can turn it and all that good stuff. We've got kind of everything in the way right here. We need to tighten the heck out of it so that die holds in there. Or not the die holds in there, but it's got to pinch the line enough to do what we need to do. So, see if we can make it happen, Captain. Make sure that don't, like I said, make sure that don't move out in the back on us. I hope I had it out far enough. Hey, this, it's a little bit stuck already, but that's what happens. It's even worse when you're trying to do these things dry and you see so many people online, they use the tool and they completely do it dry, then they wonder why it has a crappy finish and all that good stuff. Alright, so end result. Let's see, I'm going to flip that screen right there. Well, I can show you what that is. It's just a standard push connect, and I don't know how good the camera is going to pick that up, but it's nice and slick here. That was the whole point, you know. So fitting. That's fitting. We want to lube it up as well. I like to put grease on all of it. I'll put that crap together, and it seems to work much better. Only problem is, I had the wrong fitting in my hand. Alright, so I grabbed the wrong fitting out of the box, so whoopsie. We can fix that. Now, this is the standard old fittings. Give me a little screwdriver. It's a pretty cool tool, but it's pricey, really pricey. As a matter of fact, pricey enough most people wouldn't want it. So, but that one is this one, and then we're going to have to next size smaller for the other side. I know that's going to be a short section right there. I think this is a I'll put a little bit more lube on it. I think it's a better repair. I really do. So so there, that part is, of course, the plastic stays on it once that's clipped in. That's the whole point of it. So now all I got to do is put a couple of hoses on here. These here, when you buy them, in reality, you can set them on the workbench and push that hose on there. It is tough. I think the last time I tried that, it wasn't good. We can try it, but I don't know that I want to try it. Like I said, it can be done. I just don't know how good a result that's going to give us. Nah, not worth it. Matter of fact, I was gonna show you how to use that tool anyway. Out here we can see. Let me pause you up. Oh, okay. In a nutshell, we've got this much tail. Probably stick it out a little bit too much. Doesn't matter. We'll load our fitting in the pin right here. This just pushes on, and that's basically the extent of it. So make sure you're not pushing on the wrong thing. You want to guide it a little bit. Like I said, I don't even know that I need the top wing nut here. Probably not. I mean, this thing latches on pretty good. So of course, all you need is just enough to get it back out. I'll get a quick measurement, but that's really what it boils down to. Unfortunately, that is a little bit short. I can't do nothing about that though. We can't win them all. I could have slid that over a little bit, but too late now, so no sense in crying over spilled milk now, right? I think you get the point here. Same thing. I have to guide it a little bit, sorry about that. With that arbor, you know, that's pushing on the very inside, that is so you don't break your fitting off. Actually what that's for, and that's a pretty good idea. Like I said, these kits are pricey, so not something that just anybody would want to buy. Here's our little adapter piece. So underneath the vehicle here, that put on there. Hopefully this works out great. Oh, my light's about going. So I consider that a professional repair. Some people may disagree, but you said I don't really care. I think that is a professional repair. This is easy to get back out on both sides. Now the customer can change his filter. We'll put a piece of paper or something like that in the glove box, a sticker or something. Write down that filter number. That is, I think, a Ford filter, I believe. So here you go, guys. I'm not going to film the part because of the length of the video. I'm not going to film the part putting the tank back in. He said here, I did this earlier. I put that muffler on there so we don't blow against that tank anymore. I'm going to end her right there, I believe. You know what to do. Like, subscribe. Head on down that comment box. Let me know what you would have done different. So, we'll see you on the next one. Our exhaust is exhausting. There's a fuel tank on top. Hopefully you can see that. There's a line going down to the frame. Go ahead and raise that up a little bit. Stick shift, that's why the drive shaft is spinning. Of course, we got tank back up, like I said. Did fix the exhaust. So, got the clamp on. Here's our hoses. I did leave a little bit of tail in here. That's why I wrapped the electrical tape on the clamp. So, all of that is good right here. I figure I'd bring you along one more time and show you that it is in fact fixed. So the thing's got a crazy amount of miles on it, so, and I'm sure it's going to get some more miles. Actually, I'm I'm gonna go ahead and shut her off now. There's your finished product running, obviously. Can't miss that part. So, like, subscribe, do it as you do. And on down in the comment box.